Yes.
Howdy, howdy. This is Clara Lawrence. All right, we're going to get set up here. Let's see. Do we have in? Pull the chat up. That is not the... Okay. You going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so we got 2 new colors that we're working here on. Working with... Okay, let's get all the tongue farts out of the way. Hopefully that fixes it. Anyway, I've got 2 new colors, and then I said, and a unicorn. I thought I'd have fun with this one. It's got some sparkles in it, a little bit of micas, and some chameleons. So it's a little bit of a mixture of things. So I thought I'd call it Unicorn Sneezes. So that's why the 2 colors in the unicorn. So gotta have some fun with life, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Mikey in the background. We're gonna have
Hello.
the hand, Mikey hand.
You got someone from Greece on.
We did. Wow, that always amazes me. So let's see, who is this? Of course, I can't focus without my glasses. BB from Greece, and hey, Christy. Christy is in all the things. I think I see her everywhere. She gets around. She says, "Hey, Mikey and Clara." Not exactly in that order as she typed it, but yeah, basically. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just repeat this for a little while, for like the next maybe week or 2 weeks. I'm doing the live in a unique fashion. We're going to have like, hello, getting acquainted kind of thing. I'm getting set up with stuff. I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be working on. And then I'll start the video, like officially start it. So I'll like kind of redo the intro, get serious into the tutorial. And then I'll do a mock ending, to wrap up kind of the video, do a mock ending. And then after that, it'll be like the backstage, and we can answer all the questions. So if you've got any questions, either post them in the chat, and we can go back and, flip through it, or just post it when we're on the backstage portion of it. So, yeah. Let's see. We can go ahead and say hi to everybody. Oh, we got more people popping in. Julie's here, and Janice is here. Cool. My buddies from the Artist Haven. And Linda just showed up. All right. We got 11 people showed up. Cool.
Heck yeah.
We got some people being quiet in the background. Jump on in and say hi. All right. So let me get some paper towels because, well, it's inks. And you can tell with my hands. I shouldn't use paper towels more often. But I don't. Okay. So I might throw in some other color into this. I'm going to have my copper essence on hand. I usually like to have 2 colors and then throw in a metallic just to have that as a normal standard. But I do realize with the Unicorn Sneezes, it may be very light of an accent, and will be one of those things that you'll see when it shifts around, but not necessarily, in your face like the gold or, any of the other metallics. So, and we'll just fly by that. Let's see. Diana showed up also. Hello, Diana, and hi, everybody. The other side of my fingernails are all pretty colors, right? It's like, really? Whenever I get my nails done, they look at my hands and it's like, it's like, I do wash them, believe it or not. Okay, so let's get started. I'm thinking about putting down like a sign to help me with the edits. It's like, okay, we're starting now, or I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. So, okay. So, howdy, howdy. This is Clara Lawrence. We're working with 3 new colors today, or I should say 2 new colors in the unicorn. I've got a dark turquoise mixed up, which is actually by accident, believe it or not. I meant to do the flip and I didn't, and it was like, ooh, that actually looks a lot better than what I was hoping. And then I've got a warm gray because I thought the 2 would pair well together. And then Unicorn Sneezes, which is going to be a very light chameleon, a little bit of sparkle in there color. And because of it being light, I may bring in one of my extra metallics just as an accent. So let's see how these colors play. In fact, I should probably swatch some of these out. Let me get a piece of paper here. just so that you guys can see what the colors look like. This one is a really pretty color. And all my paper towels are going to go flying around now. So if you're working with a lot of neutral tones and you put just this tiniest bit of accent of this dark turquoise, it would be really pretty. Or if you just wanted to play, you know, tone on tone with that, that would be nice too. Try to use a little bit less color for the swatch. And I'm going to have a wide variety of neutrals that I'm going to mix up. Just because they're always a good, I don't want to say safe color, but definitely one of those that will work with almost any kind of colors. And because I think people who would be interested in this will be either artists or people who work in the profession, like doing the countertops and such. So, all right, so this is the Unicorn Sneezes. It may be hard to see, Mikey, but it's a mixture of a bunch of things. We've got some chameleons in there. Tiny bit of mica. Now, if you use any of these, for the most part, if you're using any of the alcohol dyes, make a point of doing some kind of sealant with them after you're done. Either an archival spray or a matte spray. All right. You see any of that? So this, again, it has a combination of a bunch of different colors that I put together. Not just, I couldn't even tell you how many colors, but it's fun. I almost called it Unicorn Snot. I thought, I think there's another product out there. Well, that. So, Sneezes works. Okay, let's throw some colors together. All right, so what I'm going to do here is put a little bit of the unicorn first and kind of work that around. Just to feather it out some. And then I'm going to build up some color. I'm already going to be liking this turquoise like a lot. So you'll see, like with alcohol inks or alcohol dyes, even though you put a saturation of one color in there and a second color, you're going to have some areas. And what I thought was interesting is, like, you see how you can get in some of that ripple? If you've got any of the colors that have the mica powder in there and you just hold the dryer at a little bit further distance and work with the evaporation, you can actually hold that pattern in place. But you have to wait until later on. There's not a lot of alcohol like this is getting where it seems to be getting thicker. You can kind of keep the pattern in there, and if you did resin on top of it, you'll still see the pattern. But if it's just inks or dyes, it won't stay. Build up some color in the middle. I heard that. You thought you'd sneak in a little sip there, didn't you?
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna do a line, maybe. And I'm just using the dryer back and forth to kind of help direct where I want the color to go. But also by moving it back and forth, it gives softer edges and nicer blends. And I can always clean up some of these areas if I didn't like them by applying some extra alcohol later on. Let's see. And I'm using 91% alcohol. There are blending solutions out there. You can use that. They behave a little bit differently. But the 91% works for me. And it's inexpensive. So, we always need a break on our art supplies, right? Or at least I think so. Alright. Make a dark channel here. Yep, meant to do that. Alright, so when I had the little squirt that came out here and I didn't intend that, I just combined that back in there, reactivated some of the color, and we'll rock it back and forth until I get a line that I like. And that will work. And then I'm just going to move this up and down to a little river, or at least a wide river here in this case. I'm going to throw in some copper essence. I thought I had it around. Here it is. Just a little bit. So what I'm calling essence will definitely sprinkle and leave little floaty bits on top. But I do have some copper micas that will kind of give an overall aura of a metallic. So I definitely want to, I'm saying definitely a lot. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Is that my go-to thinking word? I think it might be. Right. And sometimes what I'll do with a metallic is I'll just do a thin line of alcohol and have it move and break up within that line. I'm working on softening some of the edges out a little bit. Just a little bit. In this area here I'm not real happy with. So I'm just using an inexpensive travel hair dryer. I find that it has just enough strength to move this around without it being too much. Oh, look at that. That looks really pretty. And that's just by reactivating it. There. Where's the brown? Here it is. Just usually moving in an up and down direction or a pathway, kind of like making a vein. Like with countertop people, when they try to recreate marble, they create veins. So you'll definitely have a strong direction, and then usually you can have another area that comes out. In fact, let me try and do that intentionally here. I'm going to do ever so lightly. Or try to do it lightly. That's actually one of my weaknesses, is doing a little bit of color. Okay, it's a huge weakness actually. Ah! Alright. I want drops in there, so I'll agitate that. Okay. So just adding something light right there kind of helps redirect the eye in another area. In fact, I'm going to see if I can do the same thing over here. This time, just try and stay in the zone. I did it again. Some dyes are rather strong and will try to bond with your board. So if you see that start to happen, just agitate it really quickly with either a hand or a gloved hand. And that seems to work out really good. And just keep working with it until you like it, and then stop. I like you. What do you think, Mikey?
Looks gorgeous. I love those colors.
This is a pretty good, it's a good safe combination. It's a color that a lot of people enjoy. You want me to bring them in for a close-up?
Sure.
I will try and talk lightly. The last time I did this, I was too loud.
It is zoomed in slightly.
It is very zoomed in.
So when do you think these colors will be available?
Well, I am working hard on a logo that I need to put on there. And Mikey's been wanting labels bad. So I'm hoping I can get labels done today or early tomorrow morning. And then we can have colors available on the website maybe early next week. Yeah. That'll be cool. All right. Here you go. I'm trying to hand it over so smoothly so it's not gyrating. Okay, so just to recap, the colors I used on here are dark turquoise, a warm gray, and unicorn sneezes. Oh, yes, and the copper is that copper essence, which has the floaty bits on the surface. So I think that works out pretty good. All right, so check out the website, ClaraLawrence.com. We're going to have dies up hopefully next week if I can get my act together and get my logo made. It basically connects to the labels and da-da-da. And there's also fun little merch and as well as artwork too. So thank you for hanging out. Okay, so from Backstage now. Any questions? Let's see if we got any questions here. I'm going to scroll. Ooh, there's a lot of talking going on. Let's see. People like the unicorn sneezes. Yeah, I did a piece, the ripples, Julie was talking about the ripples, and I did a piece recently, I think it was with Mitch, and there was a lot of mica powders in that particular bottle, and he really focused in on it, and the alcohol was partially evaporated already, so it was a lot thicker, and he just focused on just trying to keep the ripples going, and we were able to hang on to it and hold it in place. And then we spray sealed it fairly quickly. Within that one dried in a matter of an hour for sure. And then we spray sealed it and threw epoxy on it that night. And it stayed on there. You can still see the ripples. It's really cool. So you can get away with that with the mica powders, but not just the straight dye. So that's kind of the fun aspect of playing with all the different mediums and such. Let's see. Okay, got that one. Hey, Sue. Jody's in here. Hello, Jody. Let's see if I missed anybody. We got 14 in the shop. Or on the live, I should say. In the shop. Why did I say shop? I don't know. Anyway, okay. I got to show you guys something silly I did with... so I was on the Artist Haven last night, and I got this product I saw on, it was on YouTube. It was another channel. This lady does reviews about other things, and she happened to get some products that were apparently featured on TikTok, and it was these markers that after you've drawn with them and you put heat on them, they puff up big time, and they're called popcorn markers. And I'm like, I gotta try this. This is just too funny of an idea. And come to find out, if you get them, they don't really work real well with a hair dryer, but with a heat gun they do work. And you can also build on the layers, so it can become this like sculptural thing. So it's almost like playing with, you know, expanding foam, if you want to call it anything. So I thought I'd throw some color on with alcohol ink. Oh, you wanted, here, I want you to hand me the thing, and I'll show, because it was too funny. And I was just goofing off. Okay, so that's what the piece looks like overall. But you guys got to see this. Look at all that texture. Trapped into resin also. But I just threw a light alcohol background. And then just did the doodles. So I think I'm going to do a bigger piece. I've got to order some more markers, because I might be doing a ton of painting with them. It's going to be interesting. Some little, you got to see the eyeball. Let's see if you can see the eyeball. Can you see the height on that compared to the height of this? It's funny. Any rate. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Say hey.
Hello.
Aw, thank you, Julie. Julie gave us a tip of $5. Noob. I appreciate that. Next time I'll have to sit. Doodle. Hey, Christy, hop on over to the Artist Haven. You can come doodle with us. Yeah, that'd be cool. We do that every Wednesday. And she has a bunch of different artists that come on, and it's like an art and chat kind of thing. But yeah, I'll have to do some doodling with that stuff. It's kind of fun. Those are the markers there. Can they see?
Yep.
Not exactly high quality stuff. I do not know how long they'll keep their color. But, you know, sometimes you just got to play like a kid, right? All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Check out the website. And, well, obviously, you guys subscribe because you showed up. So, thanks. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.